Okay, here we have another symbol. This is a jigsaw piece, as you can see. Now this could be created with a square, with cutouts and circles, but jigsaw pieces aren't perfect anyways, and it gives me an opportunity to show you an alternative use for the pencil tool. If you would like to follow along, please see the resources for the AI file. So this is a sketch that I've brought into Illustrator using File and Place, as before. I'm going to highlight it, I'm going to go to the transparency panel and bring the opacity down to 30% or thereabouts, just so I can see the pencil over the top of the sketch. I'm going to select the pencil and I'm going to select a black stroke. Now I'm just going to get to work and I'm going to click the first point. Now before I do, I'm going to hold down Shift. Now Shift allows me to keep this perfectly straight on the vertical, like so. Now I can continue from here, holding Shift and dragging to the right after clicking on the anchor point. And you'll see if I move the mouse whilst holding Shift, this is on a constraint of 45 degrees. So this is how we use the pencil tool to draw straight lines. Also, if we freehand draw something that looks like a straight line, you'll see that a straight line is drawn, and this is true especially if the fidelity slider is taking right up to smooth. If it was further down towards accurate, we'd have a less accurate straight line drawn. So I'm going to continue drawing this jigsaw piece. So I'm going to select the path, and with the pencil tool I'm just going to follow on from here, hovering over this end point until that little stroke appears next to the pencil icon, and I'm going to follow the sketch underneath as close to perfect as possible, and I'm going to stop here. That's the resulting shape. Now I can hover over the end point again until a little stroke appears, and holding Shift I can click and drag across a perfectly horizontal straight line. Hovering over this until the stroke appears again, I can drag downwards holding Shift for a perfect vertical line. And I can begin to draw again. Free hands and going around the sketch and stopping there. Holding Shift, dragging down. You can see that it's going to draw a straight line because there's an underscore straight line next to the pencil icon. I can continue this again by clicking, holding Shift, dragging across. Now I can freehand from here, clicking that end point, going around the circle in the sketch, and finishing there. I'm going to finish off the shape by clicking the anchor point and moving to a point where the circle displays next to the pencil icon, and this is now going to close that shape. Now let's see the result by assigning no stroke and a fill to this shape. So this is the result. Now you'll see it's not perfect, but the beauty in this is we can now go on to edit those stray points. So to do this, I can zoom in using the zoom tool. And with the direct selection tool, I can click an anchor point here, and I can use these control handles to remedy the faults, like so. Scrolling down, I click this one and use this control handle just to remedy that. And the same here. So you'll see no matter what you draw with a pencil, although it's freehand, you can still go in and adjust it with precision using control handles and segments, which I'll go on to explain further. So here we have the finished jigsaw piece. The only change I'd perhaps make is to bring this in slightly. So with the zoom tool, I'm going to use the direct selection tool. I'm going to click on this anchor point and I'm just going to drag it across to here and I'm going to move the one at the top. And that is our completed jigsaw piece developed with the pencil tool.